Good morning, Tigers, and welcome to the second episode of Tigers Broadcasting Studio. This week's announcements, there will be a Beaver Competition Challenge for 7 and 8 on November 17th in room 235. This is our very first contest of the year. For part-time opportunities, they are posted up on Student Services on the Job Opportunities board. These are all the announcements for today. Up next is the weather with Sophie.
Hey Tigers, it's Sophie, your weather anchor for Tigers Broadcasting Studios. Today we have a high of 16 degrees with full sun. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we have a high of 11 with sun and cloud. Wednesday, we have a high of 13 with full sun. Thursday, we have a high of 13 as well with sun and cloud. And on Friday, we have a high of 11 with rain. Back to you, Millie.
Thank you, Sophie. On today's episode, we have an interview with the co-presidents of St. Matthew with our interviewer, Ruth.
Hey Tigers, I'm here today with our co-presidents, and I'm going to be doing an interview to ask them a few questions and get some information out of them to get to know them better. So first, could you tell us your names?
I'm Maya.
And I'm Tristan.
So what inspired you to become a co-pres?
I think I've wanted to be a co-pres since grade 7. I just thought, the leadership aspect is really fun. And, running events. Tiger Prowl was definitely hard to put together, but something we needed to bring back. And just boosting student morale was very important to me after those 2 really awful years. So that's kind of why I brought it back.
Yeah, I decided to become co-pres because I thought, the leadership, I possessed some of it. So I thought coming into this year I could bring something to the table, and I think we're doing that this year.
Okay, so I definitely heard some reviews about what your plans were for this year. But for those who weren't here last year or just can't remember what your campaign was, what are you trying to bring to the table as a co-pres this year?
As a co-pres, I'm really trying to bring back a lot of those old St. Matt's traditions. A lot of people who are younger than 9th grade wouldn't really, or maybe even 10th grade, wouldn't know how school used to be, how it used to be run, what you used to do, events-wise. So I'm really trying to bring that back. We started off really well with Tiger Prowl. That was definitely very hard, as usually it's ran by a teacher, but this year we had to run it by ourselves. And it's actually never been ran by students. So this is the first year that's been done. And I think that really goes to show, we're putting our right foot forward and trying to get this done.
That's right. And we've had a good start to the year. A lot of the stuff we said in our campaign, we're coming through on it, I think. And I think we're putting a lot of effort into this year. We're really, setting up all those events. It takes a lot more planning than anyone would think. And I think we're doing a good job.
That sounds pretty tough, And on that subject, what advice for those tough situations would you give to our next co-preses next year? Because, obviously they can't be co-preses forever.
Exactly. I think advice is to, really just immerse yourself with other people. The way I became co-pres was definitely just by talking and trying to be as social as I possibly could. And just learning what people wanted, because not everyone's going to want the same things. There's people with different interests, and as long as you kind of try to get to know everybody just a little bit, you're going to be able to, provide for the school.
Yeah, and I've learned that you can't please everyone, but trying your best to kind of get what the majority wants is kind of how I think I won, especially because I'm kind of a social guy, and just asking people what they needed, what they wanted, I think that really helped me get some votes, and then obviously become co-pres.
That's pretty good. Okay, so I think the majority of people know that you guys are the leaders of student council. What are the benefits of being in student council, and how would you recruit more people into being into student council?
I'd say there's definitely a lot of benefits. If you're looking from a very material standpoint, college applications and university stuff, having, this year I decided, I was talking with Student Senate and past co-preses, and we worked on creating different positions for people, so they're not just in student council, they can be more than a member. There's things like media team, events team, spirit coordinators, which we've never had before, just to give people that extra edge and to provide more opportunities for people going into post-secondary education.
Yeah, and I think with student council, we kind of give them a way to not only learn something, but also become a better leader. And I think putting that down on a resume for schools. They really appreciate that. And they're actually going to look for, you know, if you're a leader. So I think it's just a good way to kind of enhance your skills in that section.
Oh, all right. And to get to know our co-prizes better, I'm just going to ask them a few fun questions. First things first, what is your favorite movie?
Easily Legally Blonde, because I want to be a lawyer and I like chihuahuas.
Ooh. And what about
The other day I went to watch Smile, and that was very scary. I really enjoyed that one.
you? All right. Well, another one. What is your favorite board game?
Ooh, my favorite board game, I don't know if this counts, but like maybe Uno or just like card games. But I do like Monopoly.
I'm a big Jenga guy, you know, try and get the other person to tip it over. Big Jenga player.
Okay, and for our last personal question, can you guys tell us what your favorite class is and why it's your favorite class?
My favorite class? Probably gym or personal fitness. I mean, personal fitness was great because it combined kind of gym with like lifting weights, and I love to weightlift on my free time, so.
I don't know if it's my favorite class, but I have the most fun in it. Me and Popcorn Chicken, Pac Chin, we get it going in that class. Yeah.
Right. And that concludes our interview. Thank you so much, Tigers, for listening.
That's it for this week. Thank you for joining us again on TBS. Today is National Donut Day. Enjoy your donuts, Tigers, and have a great week. That's all for this week. Thank you for joining us again on TBS. Today is National Donut Day. Enjoy your Tigers.